We're finding a pattern of the South. The deal breakers for the campgrounds had like every deal breaker possible.
The ground is a mix of sand and gravel. Not my favorite.
They were out there weed whacking and cutting grass. They just had a storm, tropical storm Debbie, that had kind of moved through.
Rain here. Hey everyone, Izzy and Jason from Endless RVing. We are out at a new campground. We are on the second to last leg of Jason's college drop-off. We've been hitting many different campgrounds, but we have a new one today. This is a really nice campground you're going to want to check out.
Today we are at Chickahominy Riverfront Park in Williamsburg, Virginia.
This is a county park in Williamsburg, Virginia. Super affordable, a lot of amenities, and just things we've never seen in a county park. And we're going to give you a full review.
We're gonna start with our must-haves. The first is site size. So as you can see behind me, we do have a pretty wide, large site.
This is site 305. Now there's different types of sites. They have wide open on gravel, they have on grass, they have tent sites, but we're gonna show you a riverfront site, 305. You can see the ground is a mix of sand and gravel. Not my favorite, kind of drags things in, but you won't get stuck because there is gravel here. Going down on the passenger side, we do have a table. And Jason, what's the difference between this table and the last campground we stayed in Jackson? Let's try to lift this.
So this one,
not gonna break.
It's very heavy, but it's very...
Oh, it doesn't break.
It doesn't break, and it's very nice and firm.
So this is a synthetic material, and if you didn't watch that video on the rudest campground owner we've ever dealt with, we'll link it up above. But let's continue down on the passenger side. You can see how much room we have. Moving toward the back, fire ring to my right side here. Still plenty of room. We're backed in with 37 feet. We still have a lot of room. And then the river is right over there. And we'll talk about the bonuses that come along with that river. Let's go down the driver's side. Jason, did you have any issues hooking up here?
Not at all. This was probably the easiest, one of the easiest hookups we've had to do.
So everything is beautifully located. Sewer right here. Nice new electrical hookups, as well as the water, all where it should be. And everything is very well kept and looks relatively new. Continuing down on the driver's side, you can see how much room we have. 307's right next to us, but plenty of room here, guys. This is a really nice site. It's quite level. We'll talk about that a little bit later.
Our next must-have is how easy it is to be getting in and out of this campground. So as you can see behind me, the roads here are extremely wide open. We had a lot of room in the front to unhook the Mustang, which was very nice. As you see coming in here, it is a one-way road, so it was really easy. As you can see, it was pretty much easy. You backed in and then just go straight out. So getting in and out here is no problem.
So the next two must-haves, level site. Site's very level, about 3 inches off, no big deal. And then cellular service, Wi-Fi, internet. Now they say there's a Wi-Fi here, but we weren't able to connect to it. There is cellular service. We have AT&T. We had 2 bars. Here are the results: 46 down, about 8.63 up with 2 bars. Fine for streaming. If you're an influencer and you need to upload videos, it takes a little bit longer. Now, we did purchase Starlink because it's been on sale. We have a whole video coming out about the unboxing and how it's been working for us, but as you can see, it is completely useless here. No signal, terrible. Now, if you are to my right where everything is wide open, it's going to be heavenly there. So depending on what site you're at, Starlink is hit or miss. Those are like the 180 around that area. We're at 305. Because we talk about the other video, that is the Achilles heel of Starlink, is if you have coverage like this, it just doesn't work.
I know a lot of you guys love traveling with their pets, and yes, this campground, they do allow pets.
Before we move further with this review, we do want to thank the sponsor of this video, RV Snap Pads. RV Snap Pads make permanent jack pads, which a surface like this, it is critical. If we're in sand, sinking, we're going to talk about a little more about RV Snap Pads.
Few perks about them. As Izzy mentioned, they are permanent, so they're installed at all times. You don't have to remove and put back on. It's going to give you increased stability for each landing foot, gives you added protection for each of your jack feet from any type of bending or damage. It gives you reduced slipping and sinkage on soft surfaces. Guys, this is huge in places like this, or harvest hosts if you happen to be parking on grass, if it rains and things like that. It is huge for that. And it's also going to give you protection from indirect expect lightning strikes.
We talk about soft surfaces, but many high-end resorts, they require you to put blocks down or to have something like snap pads so you don't damage the pavers. What's really awesome about snap pads is that they are made in the USA from 100% recycled materials. They do have some exciting products coming out. I'm not allowed to mention it, but you will see them very soon on our channel. And they're huge supporters of the RV community and huge supporters of our channel. We've had the same pair of RV snap pads on our motorhome for over 6 years. That's how good they are. What's awesome about them, you get a discount if you're first responder or military. You get a discount automatically. But if you don't fall into one of those categories, use the discount code ENDLESS10. You get 10% off of your purchase. We love them, guys. There's many RVers that use them. If you want more information about RV snap pads and to take advantage of that discount, we're going to put the link down below. Let's get into our like-to-haves. We like to have full hookups, and that's not necessary. We just came from a place that we had no hookups, and that video's at, we will link it up above, but we do have full hookups that we just showed you, and it's really nice. Long showers, no problems. I like it.
And another like-to-have is space. As you can see, we have a lot of space. If you want to set up a table, chairs for a fire, there's a lot of room here to do that.
Next, like to have overhang or no overhang. Advantages and disadvantages. Our site, a lot of overhang. We cannot use Starlink. We're going to be blowing things off our roof, but it is significantly cooler here in this site than it was yesterday when we were like burning up. We had the ACs rolling. There's both. There's open and then there's sites with overhang depending where you're at in the park.
Another like to have is a dog park. Unfortunately, this campground does not have a dog park, but there's a lot of places to take your dogs. We saw a woman with a long leash with her dog and they were running up and down. So there is a lot of room for your dogs.
Okay, I'm back. Bonuses. A lot of them. Now, guys, when we think county park in New Jersey, we think spot. You get a spot.
Pigeons.
That's what you, and trees. This is crazy. This is so nice. So when we first pulled in, the first big bonus of this place, of staying here, is you have an enormous, beautiful, sparkling, clean pool to use. And if you're staying at the campground, you don't have to pay for it. Even for non-residents, it's only like $6 if you want to come and use the pool. They have a slide. The pool is huge. They had the last 15 minutes of each hour.
Awesome.
We went yesterday. It's adult swim time.
They
So
kick
all the kids have
out.
to get out of the pool. Then they have a splash pad for the kids, which is wonderful to cool off. They have a pavilion area right there. So when we were here at the pool yesterday, they had a whole party going on. I don't know if it was a reunion or something, family reunion, but they were having an event there. They have a fishing area, so a pier. You walk out on the pier. Beautiful, beautiful. You can just sit there. We were walking this morning. People are out there. Gorgeous view of the bridge and the water, and people are fishing.
They have volleyball. They have basketball. They have a playground. They have an area, boat launch. We want to launch anything
Tons of
from
boats,
there.
yeah.
Also, you are in Williamsburg, but you're very close to all the attractions. So Busch Gardens, the Water World, Colonial Williamsburg. And what's even more awesome is that there's a trail that runs, apparently a 51-mile trail right outside this campground. If you cycle, run, walk, bear crawl, whatever, there is plenty of room to do all of that.
Yeah, we went out walking this morning for quite a few miles actually, and it's quiet. It's safe because you're not walking in the street. It was amazing. Now this is it's not a huge campground by any means, which is, I like it, but they have I think two at least, bathhouses to use for the campground, which is more than enough for the size of this RV area. They also have where you check in, it's a little store. They have some fishing supplies there. And again, because there's a lot of people fishing and boating here, so you can get the supplies that you need.
They have ice and firewood up front. They also have like glamping tents.
Yeah.
What are air conditioned? So if you don't have an RV and you just want to come to the area, going to Williamsburg, definitely cheaper staying here than the hotels out in Williamsburg. Those can get quite expensive.
Now we're finding, again, a pattern of the South, which is why we love it and why we're coming here sooner than later to move, is that the deal breakers for the campgrounds are not there. Like Izzy said earlier in the video, we linked that video that we did from a New Jersey campground, which was had like every deal breaker possible.
A privately owned campground, which you think you would
Right.
want people to come back.
Right. What we usually talk about is breed restrictions. No. Bad reviews. They have very good reviews, which is why we booked it. Safety of the campground. Extremely safe in this area. Bad landscaping, no maintenance. They were out there weed whacking and cutting grass and everything, which they just had a storm. There are sticks around, but you can tell it was from the tropical
2
storm
days.
Debbie that had kind of moved
Heavy
through.
rain here.
Type of campers, everybody's super nice, been very quiet, considerate, which is really nice. And then the workers, do the workers have a good attitude? Yes, when we checked in, they actually let us check in early. They were very welcoming, just that Southern charm that we love. So not one deal breaker was there. Now let's talk about the price. So we had a total of $200. We were supposed to stay here 4 nights. We actually changed and stayed at the Harvest Host. If you've been kind of following us because of the storm.
So I'm glad we did, because there were some big pieces of branch that are down. I wouldn't want them on the motorhome.
That would have hit Nelly, which is why. So we did get a refund actually for the 2 nights, no problem at all. They were really accommodating when I called and told them we had to switch the reservation. So $200 for 4 nights. You're looking at $50 a night. There is a 12% campground tax, so that added $24, and then a service fee of $6.61. So we were looking at $230. 61 cents for 4 nights. It's $57.50 approximately, I think. Yeah, $57.50 per night.
Yeah, that's really, really good. Again, if you watched our other videos, Northeast, the last 2 campgrounds we stayed at, none of them were less than $70 a night. And the last one we stayed at, $94 a night. They charged extra for Jason. The hookups were broken. You know, and it was just...
It was not
$57 a night, well worth it, guys, in our opinion, just because of the proximity to Williamsburg and everything you get here. That pool.
Oh my gosh.
If you just want to come here and just hang out,
yeah,
ride your bike, go to the pool, go to Williamsburg, this is the perfect place. We will 100% be back here if we're ever in the area. If you like videos like this, guys, to the left of us, we'll put our RV tourist playlist, we'll put our RV campground reviews playlist, and for myself, MJ and Jason. It's a journey of a lifetime, and we'll see you
on the road.